everyone, here's Unzilla Talk Finance. This week, President Trump announced that the U.S. has reached a trade agreement with China amid efforts to end the trade war between the two biggest economies in the world. During an event on Thursday night at White House, President Trump announced that the U.S. has already reached an agreement with China one day before without providing any further details, and at the same time he was expected for another trade deal with India as well. According to a White House official, the US and China signed an understanding of framework to implement the negotiations during the US-China May talks. That, as we know, the Thursday announcement is following the talk in May in Geneva that US and China agreed together to reduce the mutual tariff. As we know, if we back to the U.S.-China trade war, during the U.S.-China negotiations in Swiss capital in Geneva, Beijing committed to remove all non-tariff countermeasures to impose that against the U.S. Donald Trump's Liberation Day announcement on April 2nd. That is when the time in Washington, D.C. announced so-called reciprocal tariff imposed against China, a reciprocal tariff which is later has been paused. Most of the items has been paused, which is exception is 145 seconds of the tariff to the China. At the same time, reciprocal tariff was paused at that time, and it allowed it for the negotiation for 90 days, and this pause will be due to an end, which is the end date, which is July 9th. As we know, in response to this, the China also announced its own tariff, which is 125% tariff to the U.S. goods. Also, China suspended exports of the some critical real materials real minerals at the same time, which is upending the supply chain crucial to the U.S. car makers. At the same time, the semiconductor companies, also the military contractors. So this is like the trade war probably will be. As we know, according to current information, according to the White House officials, the White House officials announced during his interview for the Bloomberg News, he announced that this agreement is basically about to accelerating the shipment of rare earth minerals to the U.S. At the same time, after this deal, U.S. will also remove its all non-tariff countermeasures to the China. Also, according to the Chinese officials, the China will review and approve also additional applications that allows export control rules. Let's see what will happen. What will be the result for the China-U.S. trade talk this time.